What's going on, guys, and welcome to a very different video. So today I wanted to kind of break away from the normal videos and kind of do something a little bit different. I wanted to talk about a movie that a lot of people have been talking about for a while now, because I saw it actually a few weeks ago, and I kind of wanted to, it's not a review, it's just more of like kind of like me kind of explaining like how I felt about it and like what I thought and stuff like that. So there are going to be spoilers in this video. I usually, again, this is not a review, so this is not like, me making like a video where it's like half of it will be non-spoiler and the other half will be spoiled. No, this is just going to be full-fledged me spoiling it. So if you have not seen the movie, or if you don't care, then stick around, but if you do want to see it, and if you haven't seen it yet, then, get out of here, but anyway, for those who are still here, let me get started with it. So, the thing about this movie is, the question, did I like it? No. I did not like the movie. And let me explain why. It's not for the reason you think. It's because it was so frustrating to watch. Like, a lot of people say, oh, this is such a scary movie. I wasn't scared. I was just frustrated. I was mad and I was frustrated with the main character, which was the guy. And it was so difficult for me to watch because, like how you're watching a movie and, like, you kind of, like, for every, like, you can have a character who, for every, like, bad decision they make, they finally at least make, like, one or two good decisions later on in the story or something. That's not what happens here. Like, at fucking all. So that's another reason why, is because it's like I've never seen a movie take a character and make them do every single wrong decision. And obviously the biggest one, of course, is with this girl who he has a crush on. And look, we've all been there, we've all like had crushes and stuff, but this was just too much. Like, when I look back and like my crushes, I was never like, ooh, yeah, let me make a wish for them to love me. No, miss me with that nonsense. And let me give you another reason why. Because, like when you like a girl or when you like a guy, vice versa, whatever, you want them to love you because, or like you or love you because, they do, like, it's sincere, right? They do love you, they do care about you, they do like you, all that stuff. But in this movie, it was very obvious and evident from the get-go that this girl in the movie did not like him. And when he made that wish, and her personality flipped on a dime, again, all I was reminded of was the Ryan Gosling scene from, like, I think the Blade Runner movie, where the hologram girl was like, you look lonely, I can fix that. Because it gave me the same vibes. And it was frustrating to watch because of that. Because the whole time I'm watching, I'm just like, that's not her. It's not, that's not the same girl. And then like, it gets even worse, because then as you're watching it, you start to kind of realize she's basically kind of trapped in her own body. Like, she's there, but she's not, like, she can't physically or mentally say anything or do anything to fight back against it. And then the scenes where are scary, the way I looked at it was, that's just her lashing out because she cannot physically or mentally or emotionally or even, like, just saying anything about, against the main character or the dude or anything like that to like, there's only one time in the whole movie where she actually was able to, like, finally say something, and it was very like, it just sucked. because then the main character just was such a dickhead. And I got so mad about that. Because, you know, at that point, it's like, okay, you gotta do something, man. Like, and then, you know, it's even worse because before that, then he finds out that she's been with, like, his friend or whatever. And then it just kind of just went downhill from there, you know? It never should have got that far. You know what I mean? Like, any rational human being would be like, that's too much, you know? Like, okay, for me, it's like, okay, you know, I would say by the diner point is when this shit should have ended. By the diner scene, it's like, okay, you gotta do something about this, man. Like, this isn't okay. You know, like, you gotta help her, fix her, something. And, like, he just, again, makes every wrong decision possible. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at that, I'm just like, I'm thinking about myself, and I'm like, no way in a million years would I ever, like, number one, I never even would be in that situation to begin with, because regardless of, like, how I felt about past crushes or people I liked or loved in the past, there is no way that I would go that far to, like, make some stupid wish or you know, hypnosis, you know, bullshit or whatever to, like, get them to, like or love me, because it's not real. It's not real, man. Like you want them to, again, to love you / like you for who you are. And she clearly did not like or love him. Clearly. And again, I'm sitting here and I'm watching this, and it's just like this dude is, again, making all the wrong decisions possible. And then by the end of the movie, where he's trying to make a good decision, you could argue good decision, to kill himself, because that's like the way to break the wish. At least that's what he was told to on the phone by some dickhead. And then at the last moment, it didn't matter, because then she found another one of those wish things and she broke it, and then he was which you could argue is a good thing, because he was about to back out of it. He literally was going to back out of it. Like he was gonna kill himself, and then he was gonna back out of it, but because she did the wish thing, he couldn't stop, because he, like, took a bunch of these pills, essentially. He was gonna overdose himself, and he overdosed himself. But he was gonna pussy out. He's trying to make himself throw up at the last second to try to, like, you know, not overdose. And it's like, fuck, man, you pussy. Like, I was like, ugh. You know, I you know, there were moments in the movie where I wanted to come through the screen and just gut him myself. You know, I was so mad. You know, like, people talking about, oh man, this is like nice guys, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm not a nice guy. And by the way, I never claimed to be a nice guy. I'm not a nice guy. I am not a nice guy. I'm a good guy, but I'm not a nice guy. You know, like, there's a difference, you know, there's a difference between being a good guy and a nice guy. I'm not a nice guy, that's for sure. Like, because I would never let it get this far, man. Like, that was a fucking ride, though, let me tell you. It was definitely tense, we'll say that much. But for me, it was frustrating. Because I'm just like, what kind of a rational human being would do something like that, man? Like, and I remember, like, I was talking to, like, my brother and my sisters about it, and they were like, well, he didn't really know. He was in denial of, like, that it was the wish, right? That, like, made it true, made it happen or whatever. But I don't know, man. Me personally, I feel like it was very obvious the moment he did it, you know? Like, I don't know, like, you have to be a really, really stupid guy to, like, not believe that this weird-ass fortune stick you found in some fucking stupid shopping mall or little store that you found, you know, wasn't real as soon as she, you know, could not get away from you. You know what I mean? Like, it was just obvious. And again, it was just kind of stupid and silly, but I don't know. I just felt like maybe, you know, I just wanted to kind of I just wanted to do something different. I just wanted to make a video, talk about something different, you know, something new. Let me know if you guys want me to talk about, you know, stuff like that. I don't know. Me personally, I don't really like to, you know, I'm not really the type that sits there and talk about I don't feel like I'm qualified to sit there and talk about relationships and like, you know, dating and relationships and stuff, but I just wanted to give my 2 cents on this movie since I saw it and like kind of how I felt about it and, you know, kind of the idea of what everyone's thinking and saying. But I don't know, let me know what you guys thought about this if you did see it. And yeah, that's all I really got. Kind of a short video here. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'm out of here. Up, and away. See you guys.